When we face the negative energy of others, it often feels like a heavy cloud settling over us, altering the atmosphere and disturbing our peace. This is a familiar experience for many, whether it emanates from an impatient coworker, a hypercritical friend, or a frustrated family member. Their negativity seems to cling to us, spreading through our thoughts and emotions, unsettling our calm. But why does this occur? How can someone else's negative mood or frustration seep into our own inner world? To understand this, we must look inward. There's a profound truth we frequently overlook. Negativity can only take root in us if it resonates with something already inside us. At first, this may seem perplexing, especially when we're blindsided by someone's negative energy while feeling perfectly fine. Yet, on a deeper level, it might be that a part of us, perhaps a fear, insecurity, or unresolved emotion, has been triggered by their mood or actions. It's not that we intentionally mirror their energy, but their negativity stirs something within us, often unconsciously. It might ignite a subtle irritation, latent frustration, or hidden sensitivity. Typically, we meet this with resistance rather than acceptance. Herein lies a crucial insight. Resistance doesn't solve the problem, it exacerbates it. When we resist the negativity of others, our instinctive reaction is to push back, mentally or outwardly. We feel it's unjust, a call to defend ourselves, or even harbor anger toward the person for disrupting our peace. However, this resistance binds us tighter to their energy, much like struggling in a whirlpool pulls us deeper. Think about the times you've been particularly affected by someone else's bad mood. Perhaps a colleague snapped at you, or a loved one lashed out unexpectedly. Even if you were having a good day, their energy seemed to linger, dragging you down. Why? Because something within you was triggered, perhaps a sense of injustice or a need to control your surroundings. These moments reveal not only the other person's mindset but also your internal landscape. Acknowledging this can be unsettling, yet it holds tremendous power. It signifies that your reaction is within your control. This leads us to a vital realization: we can choose how to respond. Instead of resisting, we can let their negativity pass without getting caught up in it. Easier said than done, you might think. Here enters the concept of presence, which is pivotal. Presence involves fully being aware in the moment without being swayed by emotional turmoil around you. In this state of presence, you become like a calm, steady rock in the midst of a stormy sea. Cultivating presence requires ongoing mindfulness practice, being aware not only of others' actions but also your internal responses. When faced with someone's negativity, instead of reflexively reacting with frustration or annoyance, pause. In that pause, you have a choice. Do you allow their energy to draw you into their mindset, or do you remain grounded in your own? By opting for the latter, you retain control over your emotional state, refusing to mirror their negativity. Why does presence work? Presence does not mean ignoring others or detaching from the world. It's about being fully engaged yet maintaining inner peace. In presence, you can see their negative energy for what it truly is, a fleeting state that doesn't define you. You recognize that their frustration or anger is theirs to manage, not something for you to absorb or resolve. Compassion plays a significant role here. By approaching others' negative energy with compassion, the entire dynamic shifts. Instead of viewing them as adversaries, you see them as individuals struggling with their own internal turmoil. This doesn't excuse poor behavior, but it understands that negativity often stems from pain or confusion. Viewing them through this lens allows you to stay present, avoiding their emotional tempest. Nonetheless, it's important to acknowledge that this isn't always simple. There will be moments when someone's negativity is overwhelming, and your emotional defenses are down, leading to feeling overwhelmed. Here, acceptance becomes key. Accepting that you can't control others is liberating. You may wish for them to change or for their mood not to affect you, but such desires merely breed more resistance. Instead, when you accept that people will sometimes bring negative energy into your space and realize it's not your job to change them, you release yourself from the burden of carrying their emotional weight. This acceptance doesn't mean passively tolerating toxic behavior. On the contrary, it empowers you to establish healthy boundaries. Not about excluding or shutting others out, but maintaining your peace while allowing them to have their experiences. Setting boundaries is an act of self-respect, acknowledging that your emotional well-being matters. 2. Interestingly, by not engaging with others' negativity, you often help dissolve it. Negative energy thrives on reaction. When someone is upset, they may unconsciously seek a response from others, whether through conflict, validation, or sympathy. Though this doesn't mean their negativity disappears instantly, without your participation, it loses momentum. Over time, they might even reflect on their behavior more clearly without your mirroring it back. A deeper lesson lies here. Dealing with others' negative energy isn't about changing them. It's about transforming yourself. When you focus on maintaining your own peace and presence, you stop being susceptible to outside emotional storms. Thus, dealing with others' negative energy turns into an opportunity for growth, not just for you but also for those around you. It invites you to practice patience, compassion, and inner strength. While it's not always easy, the more you cultivate this practice, the more natural it becomes. Over time, you'll find that others' negativity impacts you less and less. Not because the world has changed, but because you have. You've fortified your emotional boundaries, deepened your presence, and embraced understanding.